Hello, and welcome to the Bible and Psalms for Our Time channel. Here, we delve into the Psalms of the Bible, exploring their history, message, and how they speak directly to the challenges of today's world. In today's video, we'll study Psalm 91, one of the most well-known texts recited in times of fear, insecurity, and a search for protection. This psalm is called by many the Psalm of Protection, and it brings a powerful message about the security we find in God, even amidst dangers both seen and unseen. Stay until the end, because in addition to understanding the historical and theological context, you'll discover how to apply this promise of divine protection to your life today. Psalm 91 has no clear authorship, but it is traditionally attributed to Moses or David. It was used as a song of trust, likely recited by soldiers before battle, by travelers on long journeys, and by people facing illness or unseen threats. In ancient Israel, dangers were many: constant wars, plagues, wild animals, and spiritual threats that the people associated with darkness and evil. In this context, the psalmist proclaimed, "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide under the shadow of the Almighty." In other words, this psalm was born as a prayer of total protection for times of uncertainty and fear. Psalm 91 is constructed as a declaration of faith in God as a safe refuge. It begins by affirming who God is: Most High, Almighty, Lord, my God. Then the text presents 7 types of dangers from which God protects. Snares of the enemy, invisible traps, such as plots and injustices. Diseases and pestilences, threats to health. Nighttime fears, anxiety, and hidden dangers. Attacks in daylight, unexpected crises. Thousands falling all around, catastrophes and wars. Wounds and destruction, inevitable losses. Beasts and enemies representing spiritual forces of evil. The strength of this psalm lies in its contrast. While the world is full of dangers, those who trust in God find rest, shelter, and victory. And at the end, God himself speaks in the first person. "Because he has clung to me in love, I will deliver him. I will set him free, because you know my name." This shows that it is not just poetry, but a direct promise from the Lord to those who trust in him. And how does this psalm connect to our times? Just look around. We live in times of pandemic, insecurity, urban violence, wars in various parts of the world, and social crises that generate fear and anxiety. Just as in the past, we still face plagues, arrows, and terrors of the night, but in new forms: viruses, fake news, digital attacks, economic collapses, and even internal battles such as depression and anxiety. Psalm 91 doesn't promise that we will never face difficulties, but it does assure us that God will be our shelter in the midst of them all. It is not a magic amulet, but a declaration of faith. When we dwell in the presence of the Most High, we find peace that the world cannot offer. Applying this psalm today means living in trust, not allowing fear to control our decisions, but resting in God's care, knowing that he is above all and has the power to protect our lives in any circumstance. And perhaps you are experiencing exactly that today. It could be that the fear of violence, illness, losing someone, or even being unable to face the challenges of daily life is weighing you down. Psalm 91 is for you. It doesn't say there will be no struggles, but it does say that God will be by your side through them all. When you choose to dwell in the shelter of the Most High, you find a refuge that no crisis can destroy. This dwelling is not a physical place, but a living relationship with God, built on faith, prayer, and trust. So, today, receive this promise. You are not alone. God's presence is your shelter, and the shadow of the Almighty is your safe resting place. Psalm 91 reminds us that, in the face of the greatest dangers, there is a God who protects and keeps us. This promise doesn't age. It remains alive today and applies to your life. If this message spoke to your heart, I want to invite you. Like this video to support this project. Share this video with someone who needs this word of protection. Subscribe to the channel to continue this journey through the Psalms. And don't forget, check out the Psalmify music channel with songs inspired by the Psalms that can bless your day. The link is in the description. Also, get our 30-day Devotional E-book, which will help you strengthen your faith daily. May the God of Psalm 91 cover you with his wings of protection. Until the next video, and may the peace of the Lord be with you.